To part 3.
Hello.
Everybody's favorite.
Ha! Stolen line!
Countdowns!
Oh, okay.
But we'll do countdowns like that.
Yes. Because, you know, the other week we got sidetracked. We didn't even say it. It's crazy.
And let's start off, since with Macho being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Finally in the Hall of Fame. Let's start off with 10 best Macho Man Randy Savage matches.
Number 10, Randy Savage takes on Jerry the King Lawler in a loser leaves town match. They don't do that anymore. Memphis, 1985.
WCW's not around. They still could do it. They still could do it.
They do your fire matches, blah, 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 but you could do loser.
But you're not already fired.
If they did 2 separate rosters, you could loser leaves Raw.
That's true.
Oh, they did that with Matt Hardy and Edge.
They could do that.
But they could do that again. Number 9.
Stunning Steve Austin versus Randy Savage and WCW Saturday Night, 1995.
10 years later. Oh, nice. Number 8, Randy Savage taking on Ted DiBiase in the Madison Square Garden, the Mecca of it all. WWF 1988.
Ooh.
Just WWF.
Yes. That's probably on the network somewhere if you look at the Madison Square Garden shows.
Yeah, they do a lot of those.
They switch around Madison. They go to Canada.
Probably Boston Garden.
Boston Garden, yeah. The Spectrum.
There you go.
Number 7, Randy Savage versus Shawn Michaels in the WWF in 1992.
Number 6, Randy Savage and Mr. Perfect taking on the Razor Ramon and Ric Flair.
Woo!
WWF Survivor Series 1992 on the network.
Number 5, Randy Savage taking on Woo! Ric Flair, WrestleMania 8 for the WWF Championship.
So if we do talk about WrestleMania 8, we've already given away
one of the
matches. Probably not the main event because Hogan was around too. John Cena. Okay. Number 4, Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan taking on Akeem and the Big Boss Man. What was it? Twin Towers? Was
yes.
It? Yes. The Big Event, WWF 1989.
Number 3, Randy Savage versus Bret Hart, Saturday night's main event. I remember this one. This is when the Mega Powers started.
Huh.
I think. Maybe not.
What, number 3?
Yeah, number 3. Maybe not.
Probably not. I don't know.
Could have been.
Could have been. Possibly. I don't know.
Bret, they were there. Hart Finish was there. Honky was there. Parted his hair. Was got hold.
Say somebody parted his hair.
Yeah, with a guitar.
Oh.
Parted his hair.
Number 2 should be number 1. But whatever.
Shocked about that, aren't you?
I am!
When I was going through the list, I thought, I know what number 1's going to be. And coming number 2, like, really? As much as people talk about it.
Yes.
How can it not be number 1?
We talked about it last week in our WrestleMania special. Number 2, Randy Savage taking on Ricky Steamboat for the WWF. Panda people, leave me alone. Intercontinental title. WrestleMania 3. That should be number 1.
And number 1.
That's what we'll be talking about next week.
Randy Savage versus the Ultimate Warrior retirement match at WrestleMania 7.
Yes, that will be one of our discussion
and
pieces.
Those are the 10 matches, the best 10
number
matches.
2 and number 1
Randy
should be
Savage.
swapped around.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. It's up for discussion on that, of course.
It is.
We're going to continue talking about 50 tag teams you forgot existed. From 30 to 21. Number 30, Radford. And Body Donna Skip. Skip is Candido, ain't it? Zip was
Skip,
Zip.
yes.
Zip was Tom Pritchard.
Well, Radford is Louis Piccoli.
Really? God rest his soul. And
Yes.
both of them.
Yes.
God rest their souls. They were both in the ECW too.
Number 29, Savio Vega. That Latin sensation, Savio Vega.
I guess they were trying to do the whole foreign thing with them.
And Reza Ramon.
That's what they were trying to do with that.
Hey, yo!
He does a whole lot better. Keep your day job, buddy.
Got a toothpick. I flick it out. A fake toothpick.
Number 28. This is a horrible idea. Matt Hardy and Tatanka. Exactly.
Oh, yeah! crush a tomato.
I can flick a booker. Something, I don't know.
Oh, no.
He's weird.
I can dry up some pee.
You could dry up some pee? Nice!
Let's do a song. Number 27,
That's
New
really
Jack
stupid.
and Spike Dudley.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay. Number 26.
Opposite-
How can they forget this?
Opposites attract. I don't know when they have New Jack and Spike.
Speaking of opposites attract.
Yes.
Don't sue us. Number 26, ladies and gentlemen. Half of them is on the Hall of Fame, and only half of them should be in the Hall of Fame.
The other half.
The other half. High energy. We got a lot of high energy there, didn't we? Owen Hart, who should be in the Hall of Fame, and Coco Beware, who shouldn't anywhere near it. Maybe the Bird. The Bird better than him. But
Frankie.
Frankie! Not Kazarian, because you wouldn't cut your hair.
And then you cut your hair.
And then you cut your hair.
What?
I saw an interview
I'm
about
not
that.
cutting my hair.
I
I'm
saw,
leaving.
I saw an interview about that when I ordered that DVD. I'll show it to you.
Number 25, Fire and Ice.
How can
I
you forget
know.
Fire and Ice?
And you hear other people saying, what? Fire? Who is Fire and Ice? Exactly.
Who can forget Fire? I was a WCW guy, so.
So you knew Scott Norton and Ice Train.
Yes, Scott Flash Norton. Which why? I guess Flash Fire. Flash Fire. Okay. And I
Sure. Okay.
Sure, why not? I'm trying to help him out here. Number 24, the Hip Hop Hippo. Albert, before he was tent-side the Hip Hop Hippo.
And Jason Albert, the Hip Hop Hippo.
That too. Albert and Scotty, two hotties.
The Worm.
That is weird. Nobody should remember this tag team. I remember it though.
What, number 23?
Oh, horrible.
Renee Dupree and Kensuke Sasaki.
Kanzuki Sasaki.
Yeah, they were bad too.
Along with that, his wife. I can't remember her name either. She had all that white face on. Number 22. She was.
Kabuki dancer.
Okay. I don't even know. Kabuki, isn't that a wrestler's name too?
Could be.
Okay. Number 22.
Forever.
What?
Never mind.
Okay.
Come on.
Number 22, Mark Jindrak and, God rest his soul, Garrison/Lance Cade. I think they could have done something. That was in Raw when they split the
Yes.
roster. I thought they could have done something, but I'm glad that Cade and Murdoch were a team.
Yeah,
They did a whole lot better.
well,
And they should have been tag champs.
They should have done something better with them.
They should. I don't think they were tag champs, were they? I don't think they were.
Yes.
They might have been. But they didn't do very well with them.
I think they were.
They didn't do very well with them.
We'll look it up like the other thing you're supposed to look up. We did not look up.
Yeah, we'll look it up later.
Number 21 of this week's list. Road Dogg and K-Quick
Drug addict
are
number
Jesse
one.
James and R-Truth.
Drug addict number one and drug addict number two. And that's why they both got fired. And they went to TNA.
Shh, we don't speak that loud.
And then they came back. And now they are on drugs. Now
They
we're
better
about
not be
10.
on drugs.
They better not be. 10 WWE superstars who must retire in 2015. That kind of goes back to my very first, when we first started this show, like episode 1 through 4, I talked about people who need to retire.
Yeah, so you put a Christian on there and he is retired.
He had to retire, ladies and gentlemen. No, so one of mine came true, and then Rey Mysterio says, I don't want to wrestle anymore.
And he's going to wrestle again.
Of course, Lucha Underground. Number 10 is The Undertaker.
What are you going to TNA? He probably do them good.
He could do them good. Him and Loki, probably some good matches.
I think he would be a good lucha superstar for them.
Until he breaks his knee again. Oh,
Oh,
my
no,
leg!
wow, you work 2 days and you're off a
Thank
month.
you.
So
You should always be healed up. Oh, 6-sided ring. I can't handle it. I
That's
don't know what to do.
why Bobby Lashley got hurt and he missed his MMA show, but he'll be fine when he come back.
Right.
See, being a good guy now.
Weird. Okay, number 9. I already said number
Oh, you know you said Undertaker?
Yeah, Undertaker. Undertaker, number 10.
Number 9, Brock Lesnar, which not really
He'll
retired.
not retire, but he'll go to MMA.
Yeah, maybe.
Number 8, the guy who's injured every other month.
He was still gone.
Who's gone because he's injured again.
Didn't know he was injured.
Didn't miss him a bit.
Did not.
Mark Henry, which I don't have any problem with the man.
No.
But
It's
it's
just
just
nothing
like,
for him. I'm sorry.
there's nothing going on.
I mean, Mark,
You should be a utility player putting people over. And that's it.
Yep.
Nobody's not injured.
Number 7, Chris Jericho. Semi-retired.
Semi.
I believe he's semi-retired now. I think he is now.
Number 6, I really didn't wish this, but I thought that it was appropriate in my original stuff that
Right.
he should retire. And that is Christian, number 6.
Number 5, Sting.
He just got here, so slow down.
And he will be retired soon. Yes.
Soon, yes. Number 4, already kind of semi-retired.
Yes, he needs to start
Put-
rolling on out now.
Put the
too.
suit on, and he's already semi-retired, and that is Kane.
Number 3, another one that needs to be heading on out. Big Show.
Yep.
Your time has come. You were up here on the mountaintop. Now you need to start putting people over, making them look better, and you won't head on out the door.
Here's a reenactment from his WrestleMania thing.
Because trust me.
WWF New York, remember that? He picked up that little kid. WrestleMania, baby! Woo!
I feel that Big Show will probably be in the Hall of Fame in 2016.
Once he retires, he's going straight in.
Yeah.
I honestly believe that. Number 2. He's getting booted out. Soon enough, he's getting the Jim Ross treatment.
It's going that way now, yeah.
The Jim Ross treatment of going to SmackDown and then out the door. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerry the King Lawler.
And number 1.
He will not until he dies.
But he needs to be gone. I think the probably will get better. Vince Kennedy, my man.
My man.
My man.
Let's move
on.
Now we're going to talk about WWE started it. WCW. Wrestling. Finished it. 10 feuds that switched companies.
That's interesting.
Yes, it is. Number 10, Double J. Jeff Jarrett. Taking on Razor. I'm sorry, we'll get sued because it was in WCW. Scott Hall.
Yeah, they're going to act like Razor.
It's going to act like him.
Hey, yo, throw a toothpick and everything.
And then get sued. Yes.
Number 9, the Road Warriors taking on the Nasty Boys.
At least they did not have a puppet with them.
That was a kill. That was
amazing, wasn't it? Number 8, the Steiner brothers taking on the amazing French Canadians, which was Jacques Rouget and Carl Ouellet, something like that. Those weird names. Carl Pierre.
La Resistance. No, that was the other one.
La Resistance.
That was
Rene Dupree and Sylvain Grenier.
Yeah.
I love that tag.
The other was the Quebecers.
That's who they were. Yes.
They were the Quebecers.
Quebecers, yes.
Number 7, Kevin Nash and Sid.
Yes, Sid, the man that said, I'm half the man that you are, and I have half the brain that you have. Well, sir, you insulted yourself. Let's go home then. The feud's over. Horrible. I have half the brain that you have. Pause for a second, realize I just made a mistake. I'm stupid. All right, number 6.
Yes.
Bret the Hitman Hart taking on Lex Luger. Oh, we both got thrown out of the Royal Rumble, and then we come back to WCW, and we're just here for the money.
Number 5, Bret the Hitman Hart and Kurt Hennig.
Yes, amazing. Yeah. SummerSlam. Was it SummerSlam match? Yes, for the Intercontinental title.
Yes.
Yes, not so amazing in WCW.
No.
Number 4, Hulk Hogan taking on Randy Macho Man Savage.
That's true, they did.
They did. They're both companies.
Number 3, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Rick Rude.
Yes, before WCW really got the rocket on their back.
Yes.
And before Ricky Steamboat got injured by Stone Cold. I think it was Stone Cold that hurt him. Yes.
I think it was.
They were feuding at the time.
Yep.
Number 2, the match that never happened at WrestleMania and should have happened at WrestleMania.
Yes.
But WCW said.
I cannot believe that never happened at WrestleMania.
Was it Hogan versus Sid and Flair versus Macho?
Yes.
Horrible! Because it's Flair versus Hogan, but WCW had it right. The very first event he showed up at, boom, put him against Flair.
Bash of the Beach.
Smart people, along with Shaq and Mr. T. Oh, isn't that amazing?
Amazing. And number 1, the Nature Boy, woo! Ric Flair and the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Yes, because he took his Miss Elizabeth's money, they're throwing it out to the crowd, WCW. Yeah, buddy. That's nasty. They were doing some nasty stuff.
Yes, they were.
10 most memorable WWE jobbers.
The jobbers, yes, folks.
Number 10, Los Conquistadores.
Number 9, SD, Special Delivery Jones.
I was about to say, now you gotta tell them what SD stands for. Not an SD card, that's for sure.
No.
Number 8, the J.O.B. Job Squad.
Number 7, Salvador Sincere.
Who was also
Tom Brandy.
Tom Brandy. Almost said Tom Zink. That's the Z-Man. I'm so sorry.
Stop talking about Z-Man. I don't know why you have a crush.
Last week we were talking about Z-Man.
You have a crush on the Z-Man for some reason. Get off the Zag! Z-Man's back!
The Zag Z-Man? That's weird. Whoa! Number 6, Dwayne Gilbert, who was pretty much Job Squad. He was in the same group. That's weird.
Number 5, Damien Sandow.
That's how I feel about that. He should not be a jobber, people.
He is.
Number 4, 3MB.
Yeah, they were jobbers. That's why half of them were, or more than half, were gone. You got something in your back?
I
do! Number 3, Barry Horowitz. Excuse my language.
I know. Watch yourself there. Number 2, the name that nobody wants to talk about in WWE because he made himself get over.
He did.
Zack Ryder.
You can't do that. You cannot get bigger than the
No,
machine.
the machine's got to make you, not you make the machine.
And if you think you will push you, they will break you.
That's right.
And number one, the man who was managed by Bobby the Brain Heenan, formerly Steve Lombardi, the Brooklyn Brawler.
So was the Red Rooster, and he should have gone there.
Yeah. Poor Terry Taylor.
Poor Bobby Heenan having to manage both of them guys.
They figured, no, that was a good thing. They didn't want to put too much trust. I know. Put too much trust in them. So you stick them with Bobby. But they can't do that today with anybody because we're no managers.
Except for Zeb Coulter, and he's injured right now. He'd have to through his
Bring back Jimmy Hart.
That's true. He's still good enough to go.
You tell me Jimmy could not manage people today?
That's true.
How about Jimmy in the Ascension? Do you not? That would not help.
The gimmick doesn't work though. That's weird.
He had the Nasty Boys. That didn't work out too well.
But the jacket worked.
He could put a Ascension jacket on.
Oh, it was a ladybug attack me.
New Day. They need some help.
They do. Well, you get slick for that. Or bring back Teddy Long.
Yeah, I know.
Holla.
Let Teddy be a manager. That's another.
Teddy for New Day. We need to talk about managers in a segment.
That's another.
Write that up, buddy.
That's another segment for another day. We will talk about that. That'll probably be on there next week. Okay.
We will be talking about.
Well, that's it for part 3. Everybody's favorite countdown.
This is coming up. This is going to be a long-term thing for a few weeks.
A few weeks.
Talking about superstars who would have been perfect for the Attitude Era. We're going to talk about 2 of them this week in part 4 and continue until we're done.
Right. We'll be right back for part 4 right here on the YouTube for episode 43 of Top Rope Reality. We'll see you shortly. Yeah, you know that manager thing really does work. I know.
It does work. It'd be great, you know?
No, just too bad Bobby's sick.